Oh, good morning. A very good morning to you and welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. Brilliant. Now, those of you which are on the live version, can you let us know if the audio is good? And by the way, you can see that we've been chatting for quite a while in the live chat beforehand as well. And wait, is it April the 1st for you or the 2nd? No, it's the 2nd today for me, and thank you, Anthony, as well. So what have we got on the topics list for you this morning? Now, I'm actually going to give you a heads up. This morning is going to be a very quick one because, as you might be able to tell by the display of foam, and there's an IKEA bag down there rammed full with models, today is a flying day, and I've got more batteries than one would deem necessary. Now, I'm a little bit concerned because Lauren said it's not a good flying day until you've used all your batteries, and I've packed a lot of battery today, to say the least. So let's get into today's topics. So topic number one is a couple of April Fool's videos which came out yesterday, both absolutely hilarious. I did chuckle at both of them. And topic number two is Batty. She has been found. We'll be taking a quick look at this little thing. Oh, and I'll give you we'll discuss it in a minute. We'll stick it over there. And topic number three is today's lineup of models. So let's get into the April Fools which came out yesterday. There were lots published on YouTube. I saw a couple of them, but the ones which took my attention for RC related was Rotariah and Chad is his name. I couldn't remember his name yesterday. Final Glide Oz. Is apparently battery shaking will increase your battery life. Absolutely hilarious episode. How that guy kept a straight face while he was doing it, I have absolutely no idea at all. So if you haven't seen that, there's a link to that down in the video description for you. Just click show more, and like every single day we put the show notes in there as well. So that one was absolutely hilarious. And also you've got to admit that Hobby King really did step up on their brand new Quantum Eagle Eyes line of sight goggles. I did find that very, very funny. And again, how they kept a straight face in that episode, it was very, very funny indeed. And just trying to keep half an eye on the chat. So I tell you what, why don't we move to Shoutout Corner? Let's do that. So let's move across to Shoutout Corner. This is where we get to say good morning to you. Now, obviously, if you are watching the recorded version, you can say howdy as well in the comments section underneath this video. Go pop in there. Howdy, Matt. Morning, Matt. Evening, Matt. Whatever time of the day it is. So with that said, a very good morning to, and I've had to scroll up miles. Turbo Tyler, very good morning. Brad, good morning. Kev, good morning. Chris, good morning. Scrolling down. No. Go2499, a very good morning to you, sir. And again, scrolling down. Sorry, we were chatting loads. Lauren, good morning. Anand, good morning as well. Scrolling down. Roderick, good morning. Eli J, good morning as well. Scrolling down. Sorry, I will get there eventually. Anthony, good morning to you. And scrolling down. Sorry, like I said, there has been quite a bit of chat in here this morning. Henry, good morning. Chris, good morning. Wolfgang, good morning. Riff, good morning. Andy, good morning. Flies Bayham, good morning. Joe, good morning as well. Dang this stupid password, good morning. Tom, good morning. Scrolling down. Styrola, good morning. Richard, good morning as well. And good evening, Joe as well. Obviously, if I've missed your name, like I just did to Caraboro Chapel Hill FPV, I do apologise. Please don't take it personally. I've just missed you in the comments list above. And of course, you can see the chat going on above my head up here as well in both the live and of course in the recorded version too. So let's move on to topic number two, which is Batty, which is what I've been nicknamed it. And it was here in the office all along. It was just hiding or cowering underneath a couple of other models, and the missus found it yesterday. So I bought this one for about $18, I think, off Banggood. And it is, let me give a quick heads up. And again, I'll put links to both of these in the video description. I did also find it on Hobby King as well, but it's not in stock, and remember you probably need to pay postage in on top as well, so Banggood does look like it's going to be the cheaper one. Now, I bought this one because I was curious, as you know, that I am always, and it's just messed up the white balance on the camera, I do apologise, so I'll tell you what, when we put it like that so you can have a look at the top, you'll see that I've got two tiny little Turnigy, what was it, 144A servos I bought off Hobby King on there. And then if we turn around and we have a quick look at the bottom, you'll notice that I've had to put the receiver at the back. And the reason why I've had to put the receiver at the back is to hit CG. And then we're going to have the battery on that side. And then on this side, we've got a little 10 amp ESC. We can see the bottoms, the servos. And then on the nose, which I'll have to blank that out, otherwise it won't focus. It's not really focusing, is it? Let me move it around that way. There we go. It's been focused. Right, you'll notice there's a piece of plywood in there because in the kit, they don't actually supply a motor mount. And I was like, oh, well, that's a bit cack. And I think you're just supposed to glue the motor onto the EPO foam. And by the way, it's made out of EPO foam. It does come with some stickers, which frankly don't stick very well. And so if you do get one, make sure you work out where your stickers are going to go and then maybe scuff the foam so you get a better seal on them. The control horns are adequate. It is the older, if I put it around like that, so you can see the control rods, the push rods are made out of a bit of carbon fibre, super glue and some heat shrink, which to be honest works really well. And it came with a little tiny little prop. I don't know what it is. It's a 4x25, 2.5, tiny little thing, and a little C whatever it is motor. I forgot what motor did we get with this. A C10 2900 kV motor. I don't think it's going to last very long, that little motor. I do have a couple of replacements here, and it was a bit of a bind trying to get it to screw in on there because you need one of the tiny little Allen keys to get the front off, and the wires are exceptionally thin as well. I will be running this one with a 2S 400 milliamp little battery. It was, I can't remember if I posted that one now, but someone in the Facebook group put a link into GearBest, and I bought a load of little 400 milliamp 2S battery packs for 99 pence each. I think I bought 10 of them at the time, so I've got plenty of batteries for it. And why did I buy it? In short, I am personally looking for models which I can fly around at home. Okay, I've got a gap which is like 50 meters wide, by about 20 meters deep, and of course unlimited sky as well. So I do have some room to chuck the odd model around. That's what we need to get to in the topic in a moment, is yesterday's Maiden. So I haven't got around to flying it yet. The weather, every time I go, I'm going to go and fly the Batty, the weather's not great because it is quite a light model. I'm sure it does cope with the wind okay, but I still haven't flown it yet. It is here, it is ready to go. Today would be a good day to do a Maiden on it, but to be honest, I got far too much foam in that lot, and maybe I'll have a little chuck around later with her. So as you know, we always hold off final judgment until we get it flying, because we've had models before which have been utter rubbish to build and then turn out to be absolutely fantastic, and then we've had models which have been super easy to build and been absolutely rubbish in the sky. So very, very curious. That's my little Batty. I don't like that it doesn't come with a motor mount. I frankly feel that these little pieces down here on the bottom of the nose aren't going to last more than 2 minutes, or whatever the length of time this one's in the sky. It should be pretty maneuverable. So my hopes are a little bit high on this one, and frankly, I hope I don't get disappointed. So we did find Batty, and the Maiden is due soon. And that reminded me, let me just go to my YouTube channel a second. We did have the Maiden of the Edge 540 yesterday, and I'll pop that up on the screen. If you haven't seen it yet, probably being realistic, the commentary is probably better than the actual flight footage. Let me pop that on the screen a second. So there's me, and I think me bottle of milk. No, I need a bottle of milk to prop the iPad up so you can see what's going on. It flew really, really well, and You need to watch it, especially around about 3 minutes. And I actually showed the wife yesterday, and she laughed. She said, "Was that the window?" And I said, "Yes, it was." Very, very different flying characteristics to the little S-back, which I've got. And a right handful, so I am looking forward to flying that one out in slightly more calmer conditions than it was yesterday. What you didn't see in the Maiden was that the second we got over the wall, it was getting knocked around all over the shop. It felt quiet where I was, well, very windless where I was stood, but the second we got over the wall, that was it. It started getting a bit wild. So just looking at your comments. Good morning, Kevin, by the way. Looks like it could be fun, as long as it doesn't hide all the time. Yes, it's made out of EPO. I did. And by the way, if you do get one, I would suggest that you also do what I did, was to trace out the outline of the model onto some foam board, just in case it does get absolutely mullered and you end up getting disappointed. Then you've got a foam board cutout which you can use later, and obviously just transplant the components over. So that's one of the big things which I did with mine. I just got a sheet of foam board and I've drawn around it. Hopefully I don't ever need it, but I do now have it, and it's a very simple design. Is it worth $20? I don't know. Maybe a little bit more inventive. You like the scratch build scene? Then yes, you could build it for an awful lot less. But I hate scratch building. I'm always trying to keep like as honest as possible. I've tried scratch building. I've got a couple of models downstairs which I've made, but really just not my cup of tea. So let's have a look on their glass snow. Just see on there. Let's go look. Carlin says, "Oh, good morning, by the way, Carlin. I think I missed you in the chat in the shout outs earlier. All I heard was a thud. Yes, a good old thud and a good old twang of the window. So do watch that episode. It's got a green banner on the bottom of it. It was kind of amusing. I did laugh afterwards. And Olin, FPV, Flying Blade Wing flew great today, Matt. Give yours a rip and see what you think. Right, we'll get onto that one in a few moments' time. And Anthony, thank you for the vote of confidence there. So that moves us on to, I'm just going to quickly share today's lineup of models. Like I said, today's going to be a bit of a quick one. We do have the Flying Blade model, which is one which I missed out on my list. We have, let's get this right, we have the Flying Blade. I haven't set it up for FPV. As many of you know, I'm running short, really tight on time here at the moment. So we're just taking it as is and see if it flies or not. So we've got the Flying Blade FPV wing. We've got the Traveler. So that Flying Blade is going out on a Maiden. We've got the TravelerPlane. That's going out on a Maiden today. I've stuffed in the little Hornet FPV wing. It's supposed to be a bloody fantastic day here today. Let me just get the old weather report up. Look at that! The United Kingdom of sunniness! Fucking brilliant! So that's the weather which we've got here today. Very light winds and some sunshine. Happy fucking days. Right, so coming back, I have snuck the little Hornet FPV flying wing in there because they're such great fun in low wind conditions, and they will handle up to about 9-10 miles an hour if you keep the welly on as well. And unfortunately, I've just lost the chat, so let's get that back. So I've stuffed in the Hornet. I did put in the $40 race wing, which was the Flying Blade. That was in my list. And I've got the TravelerPlane in there for twice. Why don't I do that? In fact, let me have a quick look. Yeah, we've got the Flying Blade, we've got the Hornet, the TravelerPlane, and the Wing Z84. Now, that one's not the mental one. This is the 20 minutes plus worth of flight time model. I've stuffed an Eagle Tree Vector in there. Absolutely brilliant little one, and that's probably going to be one of the first models which I fly today. And the reason for that is because it's super quiet, and I can sit there, and I'm going to drag a chair with me to the flight line, and I'm going to sit there with a goggles down, transmitter in the hand, and then have a good 20-minute flight in FPV. Really looking forward to that this morning. So yeah, the Wing Z84 is in the bag too. Also, we have over there, we've got the F22. That's the one with the EDF motor in there. That's going out for a Maiden. Still got no fucking idea where the Sea of Gears is on that one. as we all know, it's got one there somewhere, probably around the spar. I'll just make it nose heavy and see how it does and give it a really good side launch and get it into the sky with plenty of air underneath it. But we won't be flying that one till later on this morning. I do have the EF Extra there and the reactor. I did work out that I can kind of manage to hold all three in one hand, and they're not particularly heavy models. That did leave my left hand free. So we've also got the Tundra there as well. Now, you may be wondering, Matt, why don't you have your mini track with you today? Why aren't you taking model XYZ? Well, the mini track is, I've put some bigger control horns on it, and it needs a bit of soldering, so I'm just leaving it how it is, you know. So I'll finish that off this week because the weather looks semi-decent for the rest of this week. So no mini drac on the flight line today because it's being worked on and I haven't had time to finish it, in short. So I'm just having a quick look. Will a TX02 be okay to be powered on 2S? Turbo Tyler, probably not. I'm pretty sure Henry is absolutely right. It's from about 3.5 volts to 5 volts, so you will need a BEC unit. You can buy these little cheap 5 volt BEC units for like £2 off Banggood. I've used loads of them. I've got them all in my Slopestone models. I've got them in other models as well. So yes, don't connect your TX03 little all-in-one FPV camera direct to a 2S battery. You might go and see some magic pixie smoke there, Turbo Tyler. And I'm just trying to keep an eye on the chat on there. Love Caro Burrow says, love my Tundra, mine is green. No, I really wanted the green one. What I'd kind of like given in after the chat with Stuart a short while ago is that I really fancied a Tundra then. It was like, all right, I'll go and get one. You twisted my arm, you know. The card just fell on the desk, you know. And anyway, when I bought one, to be honest, I really like the green ones as well. And the only reason which I didn't go for a green one is that you couldn't get the soft foam wheels to go with it. So I went for the orange and grey version, which I actually kind of like. It really does stand out in the sky. So we'll be taking that one out for a bit of spanking and just doing take off and landing. Now, a very serious point for today is that I'm going to be taking the iPad with me as well. I've just been and checked on EE and apparently I have 3 gigs worth of data transfer waiting to be used. So we probably will have some live flight line action later this morning. Now, I want to give you a heads up. It is going to be on a 3G connection and it is with the iPad. So the video quality is not going to be great and the audio quality is going to be somewhat ropey. But we'll see if we can catch some of these maidens live on YouTube later this morning. Now, obviously, those of you which are it's evening for you, don't panic, we'll get them published later, and obviously I'll do my best to get some HD recording while I'm there as well. So we are going to have a little play around with some live footage from the flight line today. Any feedback from that I would personally really enjoy, so look out for those later this morning. There'll be no pre-warning on them. They'll just be, whoa, screw it, let's go, and off we toodles. And by the way, if YouTube doesn't work out too well, we will switch to Facebook Live and give that a whirl instead. So let's have a quick look. Kevin says reversible ESC. Also, don't forget that. Yeah, it does come with a reversible ESC, which probably will never use, to be brutally honest. I do have it does come with the floats, which it is what it is. Let's have a quick look. Here is a big question for you. We have many in our group, and they always ask what radio to get. I'm wondering your answer to that question. Mine is the FR Sky Tyrannus 9XD Plus. So I use a Tyrannus, and the best way of me answering that question is that if I broke my Tyrannus today, I would immediately go and buy another. They are not cheap, but after seeing several other manufacturers' transmitters with other pilots on the flight line, very peculiar, and very difficult to navigate menus, whereas the because of the huge screen on the Tyrannus. It is a big steep learning curve to learn the Tyrannus and the OpenTX software on there. But with that aside, very, very good indeed. And of course, if they're on a budget, then the QX7 is like $90, something like that, like half the price. And the only real major difference is you're missing a couple of sliders. And the other thing which you're missing is the LR12 module support. So it won't natively support like the L9R receiver. But of course, there is a big module back thing on the back, so you can add modules to it as well. So personally, Tyrannus Plus all the way. Like I said, if I broke mine, I would immediately go and buy another one. But if I appreciate that some others may be on a budget. QX7 as a good one. And the same for the Fly Sky stuff as well. Not bad, super cheap. But that said, for like, what was it, we'll say $40 for a Fly Sky, the FS, i6, super cheap, okay? But if your budget can just literally, I know it's twice the budget to get to a QX7, but it really is like twice the transmitter because of the configurability with the OpenTX software. So good question. I hope that's been in helped. Let's have a quick look. Tom looks like he's gotten some tyres on the way to him as well. Hot damn tube blue up there. Okay. QX7 does not do L9i. Absolutely, Olin, you're absolutely correct. Yeah, absolutely. So on that note, and good morning, Van, as well. Apologies, just spotted your name in the chat as well. So and Brian too. So on that note, I'm gonna shoot off now. It is a flying day. I could just see the sun coming up out there. The birds are singing here in the United Kingdom of sunniness, and I'm really looking forward to going flying. So on that note, if this is your first time here, welcome aboard. I'm Matt. Don't forget, if you've enjoyed today's RC Coffee Chat, which is actually quite a short one today, there is a subscribe button underneath this video where it says Matthew Ogborn. Click the red button. If you'd like to be notified of the next episode, press the little bell icon next to it, and that's happy days. There is a Faceballs group which goes along with this RC Coffee Chat, and there are over 700 cool pilots like me and you in that group. There is a link to the Faceballs group in the video description. And remember, this is the weekend. This is classed as a foam party. So if you are out flying today and you make a bit of a whoopsie and have an unscheduled landing, remember, get that phone out, photograph, post it in the Faceballs group. So on that note, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me this morning. If you're out flying today, have a fantastic time. If you've already been out flying, damn it. So on that note, I really am going out. From myself, Matt, cheerios.